Hello there, and this is the second video I'm filming. I'm not sure if that's going to be the order I'm going to upload them in or what, but random info there. This is my 3D printer BigDelta builder block, I guess, where I'm showing off the different steps I have taken in order to build my BigDelta, just to have some video of it out there, because I couldn't find anything when I was building, well, when I am building mine right now. Still waiting for parts, still waiting for all the extrusions and all that sort of stuff. But I'll go through in separate videos everything I've printed, done, special considerations about it, and hope it'll be some help for you. Yeah, so these are the I Love It Vertices. I looked at the files for a while on GitHub and how the idler's mounted, and they mount with an M5 screw that goes in through here, in through the idler, and then I think on the original part the hole that went in here was a bit too small for the bolt, so it would thread into that. I didn't quite like that, just because, I don't know, I like metal threads over plastic threads. It would probably work more than adequate. But I prefer to have a nut trap, so I made a file. It's the file that's on GitHub now, by the way, so this file now has a nut trap. You can choose to put it in or not. I left the hole diameter the same, but I prefer metal thread, so there's space for an M5 nylock nut in here. I believe I only put it on the ones that have the non-chopped versions, but I'm not entirely sure. So yeah, I got all my bolts from Bauhaus out here, which is a local hardware store. They have a nice bolt section with a ton of different bolts. They don't have any low profile bolts like the ones you get from Open Hardware, but for these parts that isn't needed, so I just got cap head bolts because they are nice. I can use my Allen keys to go right in here and tighten up my bolts. Also, I think they are blingy and pretty. So yeah, that's my idler. I think I'm just gonna take the motor vertices in the same video because they're not really that different, and there's no real idea in making two videos about it. So for the motor vertice, I think that's what it's called, unpronounced. It's pretty much the same file. It just doesn't have the hole through. It doesn't have the nice round comb thing in here for the idler to run in. It just has a hole and a mounting spot for a stepper, a NEMA 17 stepper. So for the NEMA, for the stepper mount here, don't do like me. Don't get Phillips screws for the mount here, because you can't get a screwdriver in here. So I had to use some pliers to grab the bolt and turn it, and it was really tedious and annoying. Get cap heads. Definitely worth it. Yeah, then I got some cork gaskets here as well. Now, if you are gonna go for cork gaskets as well, I don't know where you can get them in the US, but if you're following the EU BOM, I have I put a link on that, where there's a European source from Denmark, granted for 5-pack, for cheap. It's supposed to limit vibrations, and I'm saying a lot, so you might gather that I don't have a script for this, and these are just off the cuff. So I did it again. I don't think it will work terribly great on this. I am not really motivated to take out the bolts and try again, but if you are going to go for a vibration dampening gasket spacer thing in here, drill out your holes a bit larger than 3.5 millimeter drill would probably be good, because as I have it right now, the bolts pretty much thread through this PETG, so I'm fairly certain the vibrations are just going to go straight through the bolts into the PETG, and the gasket is pointless. But it might work better if there's more what is it called? If there's higher clearance in the holes. So yeah, that's pretty much the things I have. Oh right, I printed my parts here. If it's blue, it's PETG. If it's purple, it's ABS. So that's a color code for all of my videos. I'll probably mention it still, because otherwise you'd have to have watched this video to know. But yeah, I printed these parts in PETG just as an experiment, and because I've heard it's very strong and great. And in my experience, this is about the top. I can go maybe a millimeter taller on my current printer, and it's still printed great in PETG. So I highly recommend PETG for printing. My current printer has a sheeted bed. I have been told that there's not too great of bed adhesion on the PBAC Elmer's glue if it's not heated for PETG on the BigDelta, but I'll see how it prints when I get the BigDelta together, and I'll report back with a video on how my experience with the different plastics on that printer, and what I'm doing for plastics that need heated beds. I'm gonna do a video on that as well when I get to that. But for now, oh yeah, I need to put bolts in these holes. I have not done that yet. Do I? Yeah, I do. Right, it grabs the vertex there. Yeah. So yeah, thank you for watching. That was the Vertices video, I guess. Bye.